So thank you for attending the session. We are, as Ingram Micro, extremely happy to be here and to have discovered this association in which we want to actively have an active role and help growth in the future. In my presentation, I'm going to go quickly to who is Ingram Micro. Toward the few conversations I had between yesterday and this morning, I understood that a lot of you guys do not know who is Ingram Micro and what we do. And for the one that knows who is Ingram Micro, you believe that we are just a dinosaur and wondering why we are here. So I'm here to try to explain to you why Ingram Micro Cloud has become a true software company and that you should look at us with different set of eyes. So let's okay, so this is a very brief introduction about Ingram Micro. So yes, we are a big company. We are a $40+ billion company. We've been around for more than 40 years. We cover most of the product category within the IT community. Here you can see the different divisions we have, and highlighted in yellow, you can see cloud solutions. Here what you have to understand is that within the cloud, we created the standalone business unit within Ingram Micro Cloud Solution with our own infrastructure. Why did we do that? Because actually, we understood even ourselves that if we were fully integrated within the Ingram Micro environment, we will move very slowly. And cloud is about pace, it's about fast time to market, it's about ever-evolving technology, and we need to be able to be agile enough to adapt those new technology. So this is why we decided to put in place a new business unit completely independent from the rest of the company. When I was talking about dinosaur, and you see in those numbers, we are a dinosaur, but in certain way, we are a dinosaur that have adapted quite well during the different technological cycle. You all know that dinosaurs have disappeared at certain point of time. We have not disappeared. We survived the commoditization of the PC. We survived the .com. We survived the transformation to the cloud. So we were able to adapt ourselves to all the new technology and bring those new technology to the market. But adapting ourselves as a standalone will not bring us anywhere. We had to make sure that our 200,000 plus resellers that we have worldwide have to transform, have to adopt new technology, have to change. So when we change, when we evolve, we ensure that our entire community of resellers evolve with us because we depend on us for our success. It is fundamental to us. So like I said, we have 200,000 plus resellers across the globe selling any type of product that we have in our portfolio. And this number of resellers is ever growing. As Ingram Micro, we touch tens of millions of end users all over the world. That's the channel reach that we have. So just going back to, for my thing is a bit weird, just going back to some of the things that were said yesterday, and I was very pleased to hear so much debate and discussion about the channel and the importance of the channel. And those are a couple of charts, nothing new that what you have heard yesterday, but this is a very interesting one from IDC that is showing that actually cloud adoption is way higher in the enterprise market versus the SMB. And you can see that from the SMB, there is still a long way to go. So what does that mean for all of us is that there is a tremendous amount of opportunity within the SMB segment. We are just at the beginning of the adoption of cloud by the SMB market. Next one. This is to highlight the importance of the channel. This is another study, not sure, it's from IDC still, and this highlights the indirect channel. As you can see, the column that is highlighted in red is the share of the indirect channel within the overall IT spending in the cloud in 2019. And if you see compared to 2014, this share is growing. So more and more of all the cloud business will go through the channel. People saying that the channel will disappear, those people have been saying that for 40 years. And we are still here and we keep growing. So it means that we really bring a certain value and we are here to stay. Next one. Okay, another interesting point about the API economy. And yesterday, I don't remember his name, Kevin, I think, the guy who talked about the platform, had a very interesting picture about the API connection and the network effects. We don't have sophisticated tools, so this is our representation of the complexity of the API world. This is today what is happening. We have multiple millions of end and point-to-point integration today. This is a whole mess. This is not scalable. When you look at this picture, you need to think about, can I scale in such an environment? How do I do that? I cannot manage all those endpoint integration. This is not scalable. What can we do about that? And this is what we have built at Ingram Micro, and I'm going to move to that to explain you a little bit our ecosystem of cloud and what is our ecosystem of cloud and how our ecosystem of cloud is going to standardize the whole API economy and make integration easier among one standard. So first, when you build an ecosystem, you need a portfolio. Here you see some names. There are some interesting names that start appearing, like small ISV, like SiteLock, Yola. I don't even know if you know those guys. But this slide is to show you a little bit that at Ingram Micro, we have understood that the future is not necessarily, we cannot rely only on our traditional vendors like Microsoft, Cisco, VMware for our future. The software landscape is dramatically changing with the cloud, and we have to adapt. We have to onboard smaller ISV. We have to enable those ISV to be successful. So we welcome all of you guys as long as it makes sense. So our portfolio, it's not about having thousands of titles like in the classic distribution arm of Ingram Micro. It's about a curated portfolio. A curated portfolio in a sense that will answer needs within the market, that will answer solutions that are required by the market. So we do a tremendous amount of work around the curation of the portfolio and the integration among services. And this is the next step for Ingram Micro in our evolution, is that through our platform, we use Odin as our platform, we are able to integrate different resources from different ISV to bring to market one solution that our customer can provision in one click, one price, one click for provisioning, and one environment where they can manage and configure their subscription. Okay, so we build a portfolio, but if you have a portfolio, that's not enough. Because when we look at our customers, and when I talk about our customers, I don't talk only about VAR. Through the acquisition of Odin, I think some of you know who is Odin, but Odin is the largest cloud platform for cloud consumption within the telco and hoster market. 40% of the largest telco and 60% of the largest hosters have Odin as their cloud platform. So we have a certain penetration in this market, and within this market, all those customers, they don't know how to deal with you guys. They don't have the resources or the skill set to go and negotiate with each of you a contract and integrate with each of you. They don't want to do that. But what they have understood is that the future of the telco goes through cloud. They need to create stickiness. Today, it's easy to switch from one telco provider to another one. If you start buying cloud services from one telco, then you have created stickiness because it's very hard to move. You cannot move to another service provider. It is very complex. So all those partners that we have look at us and say, you have a great experience in signing contract. You have a great experience in managing vendor. Please do that for us. So this is what we do. We onboard vendors. We sign contract. And some of those ISV we onboard, we're not going to launch them into the channel. Because in the channel, we know that our partners will not know how to sell you guys. But a hoster or a telco in one geo has experience in selling ISV, are interested in having this solution in their portfolio. So we do that on their behalf. So we are not only the voice of Ingram Micro, but we are the voice of all our customers across the globe and help all of our customers build the right portfolio for the market segment they address and the geo in which they are, because there are geo-specific ISV that are the leaders in their geo that you need to have in the portfolio for these geos. This is an interesting one. Going back to the API world and all the interconnection and point-to-one point, we are working as we speak in developing what we call an iPaaS, Integration Platform as a Service, whereby this platform will allow us to have standardization. There are many different plugs, as you can see on the picture today. And those plugs are not compatible. So what we aim to do is to develop this platform that will allow the connection of any type of connectors and get out of this platform one standard connector that everyone can integrate against. So really simplifying the integration. Product. That's an interesting topic, and that is a big change for Ingram Micro. Traditionally, we were just onboarding the product of our vendors as they were, because those were boxes. So there's nothing you can change on the box. It comes, you ship it. You cannot change the way your customer will buy the box. Within the cloud, the beauty of that is that you can work on what we call the productization of those services. What does that mean? We have no interest at all, and let me be clear, to have just a simple integration with you guys. That is none of our interest. What we look at when we talk about integration, we talk about customer journey. We talk about how we want to position your product in the market, how we want your product to be consumed by our customers, how we want your product to be managed by your customer. So during the integration discussion, we write down the entire customer journey, we mock up all the different UI, and how our customer will provision and manage your services. And that is fundamental. And again, this is a key differentiation factor versus all of our competitors, being distributors, platform. No one is doing that. Most of them have a simple integration, exposing your services, and then rerouting back the end customers into your environment to go and manage those services. That does not scale, because our customers, they don't want to go to 15 different control panels, 15 different control panels to manage their 15 different cloud services. They have no interest. There is no adoption of cloud. And we realize that. And that's why we have put a big effort in developing our product capability and this productization, because this was a big ask from our customers. Please simplify my life. Please let me come to one environment when I can do anything I need. Please give me a 1-800 numbers where I can get support on any of the services you offer on the platform. We don't want to call 10 different providers. Move. Next one. Another dimension that we are really focused on is practice solution or vertical. As you know, like with product, like what happened with the PCs in the 90s, there will be very quickly a commoditization of cloud services. It's going to come very quickly. So the only way we can remain relevant and we can keep driving value is in building solution for specific market segments. And when I talk again about a solution, is the aggregation of resources for multiple service, for multiple ISV into a solution that addresses a market need. So an example, we are talking about it earlier. One of the examples is retail. We have a big focus on retail. We're going to go live with NCR as our flagship offering for point of sales in July. But that is not enough, because when you think about an SMB starting a business, what do they need? They need a point of sales, correct? They need an online presence. They need an accounting system. So they need all those services that are necessary to drive properly their business. And that's what we do up front. We talk to our customers, we understand their needs, and we go and select the right ISV that will understand those needs, and we aggregate all this into one product. And this is a key focus for us because we keep adding value into the channel and driving value for all resellers. Another element here is about migration. There is a lot of on-premises data, workload, application that exists today. And in order to allow the transformation of all those customers into the cloud, you need to help them to move all their workload and application, data, everything into the cloud. It is mandatory. So we offer a set of migration services, again, to enable the transformation from a pure on-premise IT system into a pure cloud environment. Another element that is fundamental, when I was talking before about those SMB that have 15 different cloud services, they don't want to receive 15 different invoices. Makes no sense to them. Can't scale. There is no way they can scale. Costs too much money to reconcile all of this. So they want one invoice, one consolidated invoice for all those services. So this is another thing too that we develop, and we offer to all our customers this consolidated invoice. So whatever they consume from Ingram Micro, they will receive one single invoice. Again, simplifying the consumption of cloud. Support. This, until 2 years ago, that's the picture. So imagine this is an SMB, and they have to call all those vendors to get support on their product. That's how it was. And until we implemented a true service desk and supporting at L1 and L2 level all the products we were offering, we had limited traction in our cloud business. As soon as we launched our support services, then we have seen a tremendous traction and the faster adoption of cloud services, because for them, they have only one point of contact. We simplify their life. Again, it's all about simplification. Cloud is a very complex industry. It's all about simplifying. If we don't simplify the consumption of cloud, we will fail. And always think about that. Of course, you have all those services, those vendors, integration. You need a platform. So us at Ingram Micro, we have adopted Odin, like I presented earlier, quite the leading platform here in the industry. And we bought, actually, in December, for the one of you that do not know, we bought Odin. So when we bought Odin, then we became suddenly a software company. So we distribute cloud services, but we build platform. And actually, we announced 4 weeks ago the acquisition of NSIM. NSIM is another major platform provider in the enterprise segment. They are #1 in enterprise, and we acquired NSIM because with NSIM, again, it is opening us another channel. Good. So we simplify cloud, hoping that resellers, SMB will consume cloud, but it's time to promote it. It's time to position. So we have a whole set of programs, channel-enabled program, going from a cloud university into lead generation, channel programs. We have programs like a reseller program. We have a referral program. We have a private label program. So we have different type of channel program to satisfy all the needs of the market and to make sure that any reseller that feels comfortable with one program, we can offer them this program. Again, about consumption of cloud. Cloud University, it's all about education on all the products we have on our platform, BTS, Business Transformation Services, a lot of information and session around Business Transformation Services, because think about that. All our cloud resellers used to be those resellers that were buying boxes from us. So they had a model that was very different in the sense that when you buy boxes or you are in traditional licensing, you collect all the money up front. Whereas with the cloud, you collect almost no money up front. It's very little. So they don't have necessarily the capital to be able to manage such a business model. So we have helped them to transform. And today on our platform, for example, just at Ingram Micro, we have 33,000 resellers that are on our platform, and we have almost 7,000 resellers consuming cloud services every single day. And this number increases every single day. So we drive through all those different channel enablement programs, we drive every day more cloud consumption. Just to give you an example, Microsoft CSP, we are by far number one in the world. If you look at tier 1, tier 2, we have around 32% market share on CSP. We sell every single week 20,000 seats of Microsoft CSP globally. We have passed 500,000 seats. When CSP was launched? Okay, so I need to accelerate. Okay, let's move on. Marketing, of course, a lot of marketing programs. Okay. Click again. Click again. Okay. And then, so you do marketing, and then the other piece is that have access to all the different channels. So today, to the various acquisition, we have access to, as I said, telco, hosters, VARs, retailers, MSP, SI, and all those different channels address consumers to education going to enterprise. So we touch globally almost everyone that consume through the indirect channel. So which is around 55%. Yesterday was said 60%. So it's a large number of millions of SMB we touch via our different channels. And this is what we call the ecosystem of cloud. And this is how we enable the transformation of our reseller base into buying boxes to buying cloud. Without all of this, you cannot be successful. You cannot think that because you have a cloud services sitting somewhere, someone is going to consume it by magic. It doesn't work. Because even if they provision it, you have to make sure they use it. Otherwise, you have churn. We have 2.4% churn. The industry average is around 20-25%. 2% churn, 2.4% churn. Very low churn because we are close to our customer and we ensure that they use the services they buy. What's going on? Did you click? Click? Click. Make put on the slide. So for us, as we transform, actually we have a new type of competition. We used to have distributors as a competitor. Now as we acquired platform companies, we have platform as a competitor. But the beauty of that is that we are in both sides. So we compete in both worlds. So our competitors overall have changed. I know that Tech Data is here. I'm very glad that Tech Data is here. But our competitors are not anymore Tech Data, Avnet, or Cinex. No, our competitors are GoDaddy, AppDirect, Web.com, Endeavor Group. All those guys, those are new competitors. It is not anymore the classic distributors, and this is why we have to transform to be able to compete against those guys. Next. Next, build the slide. So this is really quickly, build the slide. So this is who we are, what we have done. As I said, we acquired Odin. We acquired Softcloud IT. Softcloud IT is a system integrator in Spain that allows us the development of our connectors as well as advise our partners into the development of their APIs. And we acquired Softcom. Softcom is a hoster in Canada that brought us all their knowledge. So we knew that we didn't have the knowledge to transform ourselves to the cloud. So we went and acquired a company that had this knowledge and brought this knowledge within the Ingram Micro umbrella. Move on. So this is just to give you a little picture of just Ingram Micro and our marketplace. So today we are in 18 countries globally. We have 26 vendors. Like I said, we will never have thousands of vendors because we don't know how to sell thousands of vendors. So we're going to have a very creative portfolio. This morning I heard 300 as the numbers. This is exactly what we are aiming for, between 300 and 400. If you have thousands of vendors, there is no way you can do proper product marketing. There is no way you can ensure that all of your vendors are successful. That does not exist. If someone tells you that, then they are just lying. They are not doing their job, and you won't be successful. You have to have a created portfolio on the platform, or it doesn't work. Microsoft struggles. Google struggles. Everyone struggles. Amazon barely sells any of their ISV. You have thousands and thousands. How, as a customer, I come, how do I know what I need? You don't know. It's very hard to differentiate each of those. So it is very important to curate. We support 5 languages, 55 solutions. Like I said, this is updated. It has to be updated. 31,000 resellers on the platform. And we support 12 currencies. But this is just Ingram Micro. Like I said, Telefonica, O2, Sprint, KPN, Telstra, all of those are our customers. They have a platform similar to ours and are integrated within our platform. So what does that mean? Is that part of our ecosystem is that we federated every single platform. So every single customer that has an Odin platform is federated within our ecosystem. It means that all our portfolio that we are building, we are making it available to everyone. So seamlessly, when you integrate with me, I make you available across my 200 partners that have a platform, as well as make you available across all the marketplaces Ingram Micro has deployed globally. One integration, the world is open to you guys. Think about that. Very few people can offer that. This is our footprint. Like I said, we reach 80% of the global cloud TAM, so total available market, via our platform and via our partner platforms. There we are. This is Ingram Micro. I hope it was useful to give you a little bit of an understanding that we are more than just a distributor. We are a true software company, and we can really help you in bringing your cloud services to the market and making sure that you are successful when you deal with us. Thank you very much.